Well, that lady doesn't lie. She's right.
And on time every day.
She is. Never misses a beat. Your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you. That is true. That is the mantra around here. And has great meaning. Your health is your wealth. We all know that. Each and every person listening and watching gets that. But sometimes we forget. And we're here to remind gently. And we're glad that you're there today. And we're glad to be with you. We are coast to coast, and we are global. So you have to check your local listings. If you're in a different time zone, like 6 hours one way or another, you really got to check. People find us. It's astonishing. They will find us on that internet. Right, Gary?
Yeah, it's growing. It's unbelievably growing. We've had growth through our YouTube of over triple the views now on our YouTube. We have tripled the amount of people that follow our Facebook page. Through the contest that we run, we're having more results of people calling in, more questions, especially through our Facebook. We had 3 different questions yesterday through Facebook alone.
I know. I like it. We love it when you participate in the show. And communication is about connection. It's about contact. You want to make contact. And, you know, the irony is in this age of social media. You know, I get it. I'm a big fan. I'm dialed in. Gary will tell you. I'm always asking questions. I want to know more. I want to understand it, use it. We use it on this show in its production. I'm a big fan. But I mean, the one of the paradoxes of social media, and this does relate to wellness, and I have a story on wellness today. It does relate to wellness. Social media is intended to do what? It's intended to connect people. In some paradoxical way, however, it disconnects. It disconnects in terms of intimate communication, face-to-face communication, dyadic communication, however you want to say it. And it becomes a platform for a lot of lunacy and hatefulness. Because there's anonymity. There's no, you don't have to look somebody in the face and tell them what's on your mind. You can tell them with a tweet, with a post, or whatever, and even disguise who you are. That's the dark side. There is a dark side to social media, and it's not healthy. It's not. And what it does with youngsters, young people, is that they think that the world is constituted of a tweet, a simple condensed message. And they get locked up in that world, and they never leave the computer. We are social creatures by design. And they call it social media. I understand why they say social, but not in the way that there is no substitute for relationships, or communication constitutes, relationships constitute and are constituted by communication. And the lion's share of that communication should be dyadic, in my opinion. I mean, this is a very sophisticated form of a pen pal. That has disappeared. Nobody even uses that phrase or statement or sentence or term anymore. Pen pal. Remember that?
Yes.
Social media is the evolved form of a pen pal. And back in the day, maybe some of you, maybe many of you remember, having a pen pal was a very unique thing. So in the effort to connect people, people have gotten disconnected, and it hasn't served many people well. It has not, at least from my vantage point. And there's research. Now they're doing more. Now the social scientists are doing research on social media and trying to understand how it's affecting people's lives, the quality of their life, their health, their wellness, their well-being. Some vicious things have happened on social media. Vicious. Youngsters have taken their lives because they were bullied. So, you know, I'm all for it. I get it. But I'm just saying it's not the end all and be all. There's something about talking to a person face to face. I moved into my new house, and yesterday we've been having issues trying to get the internet hooked up, speaking of social media. Yeah. And the Spectrum man came out. That's who our provider is. Never met the man before. And usually when he's a supervisor, and he's been trying, given that it's a new development, they're having difficulty and issues and people without internet. I don't have any email. I can't go without email. And so this guy comes out, big guy named Thomas. And I ended up having a nice conversation with him. He's a good guy. And he thought, you know, I was going to be barking at him and jawing at him, and I didn't. I said, I understand. It's not your fault. He was there to help. And I ended up talking to him, and it was a nice conversation. I got something from it. Those kinds of moments are important. They contribute to your wellness. So I am all for social media. I think it has wonderful aspects to it, but there is a dark side. Maybe I should do a little bit more research on it, maybe even write a little article on it, the dark side of social media. All that being said, we still want you to connect to us, and here's how you do that.
You can reach us at 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. Dr. Garko's personal email is at drgarko@letstalknutrition.com. Follow us and like us on Facebook. Share us with your friends at Let's Talk Nutrition.
Yeah.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Let's Talk Nutrition, where everything is archived and put up there by date, and it's closed captioned for the hearing impaired. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition.
Sometimes I'm probably viewed as a heretic in the natural products world and in the world of natural health and medicine. And I don't care. You have to speak truth to power. And if you listen to the show even once in a while, you'll hear me go off on some of the craziness in the world of natural health and medicine, some of these wild notions, people doing bizarre things to try and treat themselves. Well, there's an article trending today by Jen Gunter in the New York Times, entitled Worshipping the False Idols of Wellness. Now, there's some things that Jen says in the article that I agree with. There's some things that Jen says that I think are misleading. I'm going to talk about that today with you. The false idols of wellness, the wellness industrial complex. And she makes some great points. And I only want to talk about this to underscore the whole idea that you have to take charge of your health, but you have to do it with good sense and good science. And we'll get into that. And then there's a story trending about, if you listen to my show, you would think the world is eating a plant-based diet. No, they're not. That there are all these vegans and vegetarians running around all over hither and yon. Not so much. And then people eating insects. Uh-oh.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want?
Almost 52% of men experience erectile dysfunction and benign prostatic hyperplasia. If you've had challenges with virility, sexual health, or low energy, Body Vigor's Alpha Extension may be the answer for you. Body Vigor's Alpha Extension can help revitalize your alpha male and extend your love. Our formula is one of the highest quality nutraceuticals available, formulated to support the processes involved in promoting a healthy male sex drive, energy, and stamina. Alpha Extension has 2 powerful herbal blends, Virilomax, which focuses on male sexual health, and T-Pump Activator, which helps balance your testosterone levels. Revitalize your alpha male with Body Vigor's Alpha Extension. Exclusively available on Amazon.com.
Local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. We invite you to call into the show today and every day. Connect and make contact so we can learn what's on your mind. Maybe you have an idea or two about which we are talking, or you can be off topic, become engaged. That can be very motivating, self-motivating.
I had a comment this morning. Somebody told me, he goes, since we're syndicated and we're played in different markets, that even if we're off the air, they can contact us through our Facebook app and message us, and we respond back to them. So
absolutely, we like it. This story falls in the category of you cannot make it up. I don't know human beings. Okay. Well, there is some literature and discussion about insects, eating insects. I've done a couple of those stories, reported on that. There is some merit to it. There is some validity. In some cultures, insects are consumed. They're a delicacy. That's why I always ask Richard Passwater when he's on the show, when he goes to these different countries and he gets invited to these dinners. I ask him, what did they serve? He says, sometimes, a lot of the time, I don't even know what's on the plate. I can't identify it. And I'm sure he's been served an insect or two and didn't know it. Nevertheless, oh my goodness. There is this woman and her son. They ended up contracting what's called rat lungworm. That doesn't even, that sounds horrible.
I just got the chills.
And it is. Rat lungworm. How did they, look it up. Look up rat lungworm, Gary.
Oh.
Look it up. How did they get rat lungworm? Of all things, you probably never heard of it. What could they have possibly done? Well, what they decided to do was dine on some centipedes. Oh boy. They bought these centipedes in a market in China. What did I just say? I said in some cultures, eating insects, certain insects, is a delicacy. Well, apparently they serve up centipedes in China. You know what? I'll pass. I don't speak Mandarin and I don't eat centipedes either. Scientists with the Southern Medical University in Guangzhou, China, recently wrote in the American Journal of Tropical Medicine and Hygiene. Boy, that sounds like a fun journal. That the acanthosis parasite, often known as rat lungworm, was, quote, transmitted through an intermediate centipede host, close quote. Rat lungworm is a parasite. Where do you find it? In rodents. The infected rodents then pass the parasite's larvae through their feces, later infecting snails, slugs, and other creatures when they ingest the larvae. This would include centipedes. Humans who eat raw or uncooked snails, this is why I don't do this, or slugs that contain the parasite can be infected. Gary's showing an image of this critter. The parasite is found in China and Southeast Asia. Although we do have reports of it in the U.S. So apparently this mom and her son got very sick. Dr. Ling Liu of Zhuoyang Hospital in Guangzhou and co-author of the study told MedPage Today in a statement that the mother and the son ate the centipede because they thought it would be good for their health. That was in quotes. Really? What were you thinking? What were you thinking?
Did you see this? Did you see the image? That's
yeah.
Yeah. That looks like it just could do some damage, don't it?
The mother and the son, the mother was 78. You'd think she'd have enough sense. And the son was 46. You'd think he'd have at least a little. Whose identities remain anonymous, were admitted to Zhuoyang Hospital a few weeks apart after eating the arthropods. It's dreadful. What happened was they exhibited signs of meningitis, where you have these long-lasting headaches and drowsiness. A meningitis specialist suggested testing for lungworm. Smart doctor. The New York Times reported after bacterial and viral causes were ruled out.
You can get infected if eat raw snails or slugs. Infected freshwater
eating
shrimp,
centipede,
crabs, or frogs.
I don't know. This is what happens when people are looking for these exotic things to do to better their health and to create better wellness. And this goes to this is a very extreme example, but this goes to the article in the New York Times today about worshiping the false idols of wellness. Now, Jen Gunter, who wrote the article, makes some good points, but I am going to take her to task on a couple of things that she says. And she misrepresents, at least in my opinion. So we'll get to that too. Please don't eat centipedes. And I don't eat raw, no. Vegetables, yes. I don't eat meat anyway, so I don't have to worry about it. People eating snails and slugs and whatnot raw. Why? Why are you doing that? I don't know. I guess somebody told you it was a good idea.
Are your joints feeling out of date and stiff? Is that old sports injury flaring up? Is your body aching from the daily wear and tear at work? Body Vigor's Joint Ready keeps you at the ready for any joint pain that gets out of line. Unfortunately, as we age, joint pain becomes more common. Body Vigor's Joint Ready can help provide relief so you can continue to go about your day. Our formula contains sulfated forms of glucosamine and chondroitin. Studies show that these sulfated forms are more effective than regular glucosamine bound to hydrochloride. Joint Ready promotes a healthy inflammatory response, facilitates cartilage synthesis, and provides additional antioxidants. Keep your joints at the ready with Body Vigor's Joint Ready, exclusively on Amazon.com.
On YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio. Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Welcome back and welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show, and whatever you may be doing, coast to coast and globally. Thanks for stopping by. On the show, you hear me talk a lot about plant-based diet and the importance of plants in our food culture. And it's a strong theme on the show. It's part of my point of view. Every show has to have a point of view. And I think that a plant-based diet in its various iterations or schemes is a good idea. If you were listening to the show regularly, you would think, wow, this is pretty prominent in the culture, food culture specifically in the U.S. No, it's not. A Gallup survey shows that few Americans are vegetarian or vegan. That was a headline to a survey that they recently conducted, just yesterday, as a matter of fact. 5% of Americans, according to this survey, report being vegetarian. That was the same number or same percentage of people in the population back in 2012. Not much has changed. There has not been any movement on the vegetarian needle. 3% report being vegan. That's also a little change from 2% in 2012, they said. Now, animal rights in this article on this Gallup survey, they point out that animal rights activists have encouraged people to adopt a plant-based diet by becoming vegetarian, abstaining from eating meat, as you well know, or vegan, which rejects that's the abolishment of all animal products. No meat, no dairy, anything coming from an animal. That would include an egg. Okay? Comes from a chicken. Chickens are animals. They're not a plant. Somebody asked me the other day, you don't need eggs either? I said, no, it's plant. It's an animal product. And the person looked at me and they were about to say, no, it's not. It is an animal. It's not an animal product. They were going to say, comes from a chicken. Just saying. Anyway, I know you're laughing. Yes. Fewer than 1 in 10 Americans adhere to these kinds of diets. 5% in the country now say they are vegetarians, and 3% report being vegans. That's not a lot of people. If you do the math, you got over 300 million people in the country, right? 5% of that is not. Do the math. What's 5% of the total population? What's the total population these days? 315 million or whatever? I mean, that's a small, small number. Am I shocked? No. I knew that. But the survey reveals that it's a very, very minute number of people embracing the whole notion of plant-based.
What about honey?
Good question. Where does it come from?
Bees.
Plants are involved. Type in honey, question, animal or plant, and see what answer you get.
Okay.
Americans choose to now, I understand, let me have to be careful how I say this. I respect people and their choice to be a vegan or vegetarian because they don't want to kill animals. Okay, if that's your motivation for doing it, and it becomes almost ideological and philosophical for them to do that. That's not why I eat a plant-based diet. It's not for that reason. I just don't go there. Many do, and they take it to very extreme ends. When you get in a conversation with them, I mean, they'll give you the whole chapter and verse on killing animals and cruelty and all of that. And okay, that's fine. You got to respect. That's a point of view, and you got to respect it. I respect it. Okay, I get it. But you got to be careful when it starts to border on being ideological. They said in this article that Americans may choose to cut animal products from their diets for a variety of reasons, including ethical concerns about animals, which I just said, or environmental impact. Having the raise the livestock creates it's a huge impact on the climate, which I've talked about on the show too. Environmental impact of agriculture, religious guidelines, or health concerns. Advocates, they said in the article, for the changeover to a plant-based diet for Americans have been quick to highlight the purported benefits from a decrease in the consumption of meat and other animal products. I would be one of those people. However, they said, in all of Gallup's polling on the issue, relatively small percentages of Americans report having adopted these eating preferences, close quote. And I understand that. I'll pick this story up again in a moment. We have a caller. Let's go to Tampa, Florida. Bill, welcome to the show.
I guess my call about the social interaction. You know, I was in California last month, and it was so easy to have a vegetarian diet there, and I'm not. But it was just there's so many tasty things, so many restaurants, so many little cafes and I think that's the biggest problem we go to. And I say that, and I just ate bacon this morning.
You did? What?
Yeah, it's just easy. You get some taste out of something, and I think we go to a lot of these things just because it's easier. You know, we're just not that good at anything. But you know, back to your social interaction thing, I really, through my extensive contact with all sorts of people throughout the years, I really have come to believe that even a little 5 or 10 minute conversation with someone that, you know, it's fulfilling back and forth is more beneficial than, you know, a 16 ounce a protein shake or vegetarian or a vegetable juice. It releases that many good endorphins.
Yeah, it is. There is something about face-to-face interaction, human contact, relationships. That's part of wellness. And the irony of social media, it is that it has isolated people from one another in the effort to connect. It's just bizarre how that's worked out. Not in all cases, of course, but there is that element, that there is that effect, and as we learn. But again, I still embrace social media. I like the idea. I like the whole idea of connecting to the world. I think it's good for us to do that. Always appreciate your comments, Bill. Thank you for being thoughtful and reflective and sharing that on the show. Thank you very much. And when I come back, I'll have a question for you. Do you think vegetarians are more likely to be conservative or liberal?
Feel tired, lethargic?
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce exclusively on Amazon.com.
Radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. Meet the centipedes. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Oh my goodness. So we sort of has become a trend on the show now. Yet another warning. 79 people sick from salmonella linked to Hy-Vee, Hyvee. You might be familiar with that brand. Pasta salad. This happened in the Midwest. The CDC issued the warning. A multi-state salmonella outbreak linked to pasta salad sold by the Midwestern grocery store chain Hy-Vee has sickened 79 people. Again, salmonella infection is not good. You get diarrhea, fever, cramps, occur within 12 to 72 hours. Hy-Vee is based in Iowa. That company it recalled its spring pasta salad voluntarily, and that's a good thing. The recalled pasta salad has expiration dates ranging between June 22nd and August 3rd. Do not eat that product if you got those expiration dates on it. 18 people have been hospitalized from eating that pasta salad. And was there another one, Gary, that you found?
Yeah, I found another one through Kroger Markets. Salads wraps sold at Walgreens, Kroger, Trader Joe's. That's a huge thing. They found parasites in them.
Mm-hmm. They say which ones?
Yeah,
if you can pronounce them.
Yeah, if I can pronounce them, but it's the sell-by dates is from July 18th through July 23rd, so it's a little late. They published it today, but that's a little. I mean, it's to be sold by July 23rd, but phew.
If you go to the FDA government website here, I wanted to give you, it's too hard to, it's a long website. It's 2018 recalls, market withdrawals, and safety alerts. They list them. Yeah, I'm looking at this list. So, man, all the time. We're just trying to make you aware of what's going on. Don't eat the centipedes. So there is this columnist for the New York Times. Her name is Dr. Jen Gunter. I get what she's doing. She wrote. I did a little background on her, and she's a legitimate physician from Canada, but also trained here in the United States, credentialed here. Went to med school in Canada, got credentialed here too, and has very good intentions. And I think she makes a good contribution. She wrote an article today or yesterday in the New York Times called Worshipping the False Idols of Wellness. She makes some very good points in the article. I will take issue with her on a couple of things. And she's right. And you hear me say it too. The health industry, even the natural products industry, the natural health industry, if you want to call it that, she calls it the wellness industrial complex. She uses that phrase. She's not opposed to the concept of wellness, and she associates it with health and happiness to make you feel good. She said something that made you feel good or brought joy and was not medically harmful, perhaps a massage or a walk along the beach. But then she says, but it has become a false antidote to the fear of modern life and death, close quote. All right, so that's right at the beginning of her piece. So you know she's teeing up that ball to drive it down the course, right? And she said that the wellness industry takes medical terminology such as inflammation or free radicals and levigates it to the point of incomprehension. She says the resulting product is a DIY medicine for longevity that comes with confidence that science can only aspire to achieve. And she uses the example of charcoal. She said, let's take the trend of adding a pinch of activated charcoal to your food or drink. While the black color is strikingly unexpected and alluring, she said, it's sold as a supposed detox. Guess what? It has the same efficacy as a spell from the local witch. Close quote. So Dr. Gunter doesn't like the idea of using charcoal for detox, putting it on your food. There are no clinical trials that I know of. Maybe there are. Gary, if you can find one, let me know. She thinks that wellness has been exploited, the concept of wellness. I agree with her. The world of natural health is populated with charlatans. They have false credentials. They misrepresent. They're not evidence-based. And they do great harm to people. They steal people's money and they steal their hope. This is especially true with cancer patients who will opt out for some natural therapy instead of traditional therapy and end up in a lot of trouble. Dr. Gunter points this out in her article as well. She has gone after some of these. Let me point out what she says, because I don't want to misread. She highlights, and I agree with her, the world of natural health is just populated with medical conspiracy theories. They're nonsense theories, and she points them out. She says vaccines and autism, the danger of water fluoridation, bras and breast cancer, cell phones and brain cancer, heavy metal poisoning, AIDS as a construct for big pharma. Some of these theories are without foundation, and they get exploited. Now, when I come back, I want to continue talking about this because there's some things she says I totally disagree with, and I think she misrepresents, although her intentions are well-meaning. And she said, quote, there can be no modern wellness industry without medical conspiracy theories. That's not true. I disagree with her about that. And it doesn't have to be an industry. They monetized wellness. Well, guess what? They monetized medicine too. All right? Doctors are not standing in bread lines lately. We'll be back.
Women who are pregnant or planning to have a child have specific nutritional needs. Maintaining optimal nutritional intake is important for mother and baby. Body Vigor's Preferred Prenatal can help mother and baby receive the appropriate building blocks for growth, development, and healthy function. The Preferred Prenatal formula provides essential vitamins and minerals, along with added support ingredients such as folic acid and DHA. Preferred Prenatal also incorporates a bonus herbal blend to help the mom-to-be with the uncomfortable side effects of pregnancy, like nausea, vomiting, mood swings, and uterine health. Support a healthy pregnancy for you and your baby with Preferred Prenatal, exclusively on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. And welcome to the show. Great to be with you. Thanks for stopping by today. And we have the lines open for you, as always. You can always connect. This is an evidence-based health talk show. And we're very proud of that. A little harder to do because you just can't come on here and say stupid stuff and crazy things, even though they may be provocative. You don't need to do that. You can entertain people and get their attention just with the truth. How about that for a change? Let's try that on for size. And we try to speak truth to power. I'm not perfect, but we do our best. Article in the New York Times, trending, came out yesterday. And from all that I can tell, she's pretty good. And who is she? A person by the name of Dr. Jen Gunter. Apparently, she's a columnist for the New York Times. And did a little research on her, and she's legitimate. She's the real deal. Well trained. I have no issues with her training, and with she's an obstetrician, gynecologist. Depends on what you're looking at here when you look at her background. She's on Facebook. Look her up, Gary. She's on Facebook. Jennifer Gunter, Gunter. I'll give you just I don't know Dr. Gunter. Never met her. I'd like to. She seems awfully bright to me. She's a Canadian-American gynecologist, obstetrician, vaginal health expert, as she's described on Wikipedia. And she often challenges dubious health claims made by celebrities. Well, she got herself into a real battle with Gwyneth Paltrow. You want to see what that's all about? It's even too delicate for me to talk about maybe on the air, but nevertheless, she seems to want to speak truth to power. I respect that. And in her article that's trending entitled Worshipping the False Idols of Wellness, she makes some good points, and I concur with her, that wellness, the concept, has been exploited and turned into an industry. And you have what she calls the wellness industrial complex that is populated, and I agree. And what you infer from her comments, that it's populated with charlatans, unethical people, taking advantage of others, promoting medical conspiracy theories to get people to do these, to engage and buy these different therapies and products that are useless, and to do things that put people at harm. One of the things she says in her article is she said that sometimes it can lead to deadly consequences. And she points out that the placebo effect, or trying something natural, as she puts it, can lead people with serious illnesses, I'm quoting her, to postpone effective medical care. I agree with her. Every doctor I know has more than one story about a patient who died because they chose to alkalize their blood or gambled on intravenous vitamins instead of getting cancer care. I know people like that did that too. Data is emerging, Dr. Gunter says, that cancer patients who opt for alternative medical practices, many promoted by companies that sell products of questionable value, are more likely to die, close quote. She's not out there on the perimeter where there's hardly any oxygen here. I agree with her. Not that doesn't make her right because I agree with her. I'm just telling you that I agree with her on this. I disagree with her on some other issues, but I agree with her on that. Moving the kind of product that churns the wheelness of the wellness industrial complex requires a constant stream of fear and misinformation. She's right. Look closer at wellness sites and at many of their physician partners, and you will find a plethora of medical conspiracy theories, such as vaccines and autism, the dangers of water fluoridation, bras and breast cancer, cell phones and brain cancer, heavy metal poisoning. Well, I don't know about that, Dr. Gunter. There is heavy metal poisoning out there, man. AIDS as a construct of big pharma. Close quote. Let me continue. Most people think that they will be immune to these fringe ideas, but science says otherwise. We all mistake repetition for accuracy, a phenomenon called the illusory truth effect, and knowledge about subject matter doesn't necessarily protect you. Even a single exposure to information that sounds like it could be quasi-plausible can increase the perception of accuracy. Belief in medical conspiracy theories, she says, such as the idea that the pharmaceutical industry is suppressing natural cures, and this is where I start to take issue with her, increases the likelihood that a person will take dietary supplements. Now she goes after supplements. So to keep selling supplements and earthing mats and coffee enema kits and other revenue-generating merchandise, you just can't spark fear. You must constantly stoke its flames, close quote. Reading between the lines of her article, she mentions supplements at least 3 or 4 times, 2 or 3 times, whatever. I didn't count the exact number of times. Here. Once, twice, at least 3 or 4 times. Reading between the lines, apparently she doesn't like dietary supplements. She thinks they are part of the wellness industrial complex and are used and bought with false claims. Well, I'm reading between the lines. She didn't say that, but I'm reading between the lines. I disagree with her with all due respect. I would love to debate her on it. She thinks that taking supplements perhaps for inflammation or to help fight free radicals probably would be a waste of time and money. And all you end up with is she alludes to this in the article. She mentions, the expensive gold-colored urine. Well, the fact of the matter is, and she knows this because she's awfully smart. I know that. I read about her background. She finished medical school at 23, so she's very smart. So I know she knows that she goes on any database, medical database, PubMed, Cochrane, you name it, some database. She'll find thousands and thousands of studies looking at the use of vitamins and minerals, dietary supplements, and their legitimacy and the clinical trials associated with them. I think she has a good idea about speaking truth to power and taking on some of these quack ideas and notions. We need people like that. But in terms of her take on dietary supplements, I think she's off the rails on that one. At least that's my opinion. She would probably think that I'm a quack, and I'm not an MD. I'm a PhD. But she probably would think that I'm off the rails. But I get what she's trying to say. People are exploited. And when people are ill, they're vulnerable. Because when we come back, I'll just mention that a little bit and talk about that. And then I want to talk about health, wellness, and well-being, and this whole notion of wellness. What is that?
As a family-owned company since 1968...
Women who are pregnant or planning to have a child have specific nutritional needs. Maintaining optimal nutritional intake is important for mother and baby. Body Vigor's Preferred Prenatal can help mother and baby receive the appropriate building blocks for growth, development, and healthy function. The Preferred Prenatal formula provides essential vitamins and minerals, along with added support ingredients such as folic acid and DHA. Preferred Prenatal also incorporates a bonus herbal blend to help the mom-to-be with the uncomfortable side effects of pregnancy, like nausea, vomiting, mood swings, and uterine health. Support a healthy pregnancy for you and your baby with Preferred Prenatal, exclusively on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. back and welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, where we're always seeking for clarification and understanding of ideas and speaking truth to power. And I look for people who do that. Dr. Jen Gunter, columnist for the New York Times. She's an obstetrician, gynecologist. I get her idea of talking about the wellness industrial complex and the false gods and false idols that stem from that world, and people getting caught up in these crazy therapies and conspiracy theories because people are just trying to make money, and they're exploiting people who are ill. And I just want to make a couple of comments about that. Then let's talk about health, wellness, and well-being, and what are those concepts exactly, and where the notion of wellness comes from here. When people are ill, they are vulnerable. And if they're suffering from a life-threatening disease, they are even more vulnerable. What do I mean by vulnerable? They're vulnerable to charlatans. They're vulnerable to false hope. They're vulnerable to schemes and ideas that can interfere with them being treated properly, medically speaking, or humanistically speaking for that matter. And I can tell you from my own experience, in my own battle over these last couple of years, people have approached me and, why don't you do this and why don't you do that? And half the time, I could get caught up in very, how can I put it, animated conversations with people because they're saying silly things and recommending silly, really dangerous ideas. And to use, we have one classic example, the guy from Apple.
Steve Jobs.
Diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. He chose to do some so-called natural therapy to treat it. About halfway through, as I understand it, he had second thoughts and wanted to be treated traditionally with chemo or radiation or whatever. Too late. And Dr. Gunter points that out in her article, that some cancer patients opt for some of these therapies that have no foundation in science. There's no clinical trial data, nothing. Not even observational data, simple just observational data. And people are frightened. When you get diagnosed with cancer, and I don't care if it's just some minor, there's no such thing as minor. Some cancers are more severe than others, more deadly, more dire. That's true. But any form of cancer is bad, is horrible. If you think for 1 minute that doesn't inspire fear and concern in a human being, you think again. And anybody says that they're not afraid or, whatever, well, okay, good for you. I've had my moments. When you don't know what's going to happen to you and you think you're going to be taken from this earth, trust me, you are vulnerable. And you have to resist the temptation to reach out to some crazy therapy or people that can steer you in the wrong direction. That's not to say that the traditional medicine is perfect and without fault. They are with fault. They oftentimes mistreat, misdiagnose, and make mistakes. That's for sure. But a lot of luck is involved, too, when you're very ill. And getting a good team of doctors, I was lucky. God watched over me. And even one of my doctors admitted to me, he said, Dr. Garko, you were lucky. You had a good team of doctors. I did. He said, oftentimes, and he admitted to me, he said, oftentimes that doesn't happen. Oftentimes that does not happen. The patient does not get a good team of doctors. And so that's why when I say on the show, you have to take charge of your health, no matter how sick you are. And especially if you're alone and you're calling the shots and you have nobody to help you, and you got to call those shots. You really got to take charge. And you got to question what's going on. If you ask questions and a doctor gets annoyed with you, you need to fire that doctor, tell him to go to Hades, and walk out of there. When I told my oncologist I was getting a second opinion, he encouraged me to do that. He said, I want you to go do that at a notable institute, cancer institute, and he encouraged me. And he said, and I said, I told him, I said, Dr. Fink, I'm doing it not because I mistrust you, but because I have a lot of voices in my ear telling me to get a second opinion, and I'm going to do that to quell those voices. He said, Dr. Garko, I want you to go do it. And any doctor that tells you not to get a second opinion, he said, you need to fire that doctor. That's what he told me, Gary.
I think it's interesting that people are scared to get a second opinion because they don't want to upset their doctor that they've had forever.
Well, Dr. Fink was wonderful. He said, you go and you get that second opinion. He said, I want to see what they have to say. He said, that's a pretty famous institute. Well, I got news for you. Usually when Dr. Fink's in the room, he's the smartest guy in the room. Okay? Let me just tell you that. I'm pretty smart myself, but I defer to him. So,
well, people shop around for car tires. They don't shop around for their health.
Thank you.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. You'll go shop around to buy your new car. You'll go to different car dealers and whatnot. Well, what about when you're fighting for your life? How about that?
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous promise on human health. Plus, CBD oil by CV Sciences is the trusted brand setting the standards in this newly emerging category of plant-based extracts, offering a variety of hemp-derived CBD oil products that you can count on. In order to make the highest quality CBD oil products available, it is important to manage every step of the supply chain process, from seed to shelf. That's why, from harvesting our EU-certified hemp seeds, to laboratory testing for quality and safety, to producing our exceptional line of products, we are committed to going the extra mile. It is our commitment to you. Join the CBD evolution. Ask your local natural health retailer about Plus CBD oil products by CV Sciences today. Follow us on Facebook and learn more at pluscbdoil.com.
The show also airs on radio
traffic on the southbound side of the Veterans Expressway, south of Hillsborough Avenue to around 275. Also, we're seeing delays on westbound I-4 from 301 over towards MLK and from before the Sumlin Connector over towards 275. Serious crash investigation in St. Pete still has the intersection of 49th Street and 5th Avenue North shut down. See traffic problems.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly.
505-9595.
This report is brought to you by Office Depot Office Max. If your back-to-school shopping list is testing your budget, the answer is shopping at Office Depot Office Max. From pencils to laptops and everything in between, you'll find low prices all summer long online, on their app, or in-store at the place that's serious about supply.
It only takes a minute to find out if you may have prediabetes, and you can do it at doihaveprediabetes.org. You're probably not going to, are you? Kids, work, listening to the radio. You're busy, which is great because busy people can't get prediabetes. Oh my, I read that wrong.
We'll be right back.
They can. Should have worn my glasses. So visit doihaveprediabetes.org and take a short test, because prediabetes can be reversed.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Pros in the know start with Lowe's, because Lowe's has exclusive offers this week just for Pro customers. For 2 days only, ask for 5% off all purchases made in store. And when you use your Lowe's Business Credit account, save an additional 5%. That's 5% off all purchases and an extra 5% if you use your Lowe's Business Credit account. See the Pro Desk in store for more details.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition.
Offer valid 8132, subject to credit approval and can't be combined with other credit offers. Exclusions apply. See store for details. Excludes Lowe's Visa Rewards cardholders. U.S. only.
When you're preparing for your retirement years, there are a couple of things to consider. Accruing enough money, of course, but perhaps more important, keeping the money that you've put away for retirement safe to keep from losing it. David Graham and the Graham Capital Advisors are committed to doing just that. They want to make sure that you're able to stay ahead of inflation and preparing for your retirement. And they want to make certain that you aren't the victim of an economic downturn that can wipe you out. It's all about protecting your assets. And once you do retire, you have to be able to keep what you've earned to protect your assets from heavy taxation. David is a fiduciary. It means he works for you, not for a bank or an insurance company or a money market fund. He's not trying to sell you some kind of an instrument. He works for you and your family and will help you put together a personal plan that will ensure you don't outlive your money.
Let's Talk Nutrition.
Call David at 1-800-808-5009 for a free consultation or online at grahamcapitaladvisors.com.
With ThermoSpa's unique built-in thermal filtration system, you simply fill it with a garden hose and your water stays crystal clear with very little maintenance. Right now, they're offering 0% APR financing with approved credit and a $1,250 savings coupon. Call ThermoSpas today at 800-760-2395 for your free DVD videos and brochure. That's 800-760-2395. Call 800-760-2395 today to take advantage of 0% APR financing.
From the Florida Central Credit Union Home Loans Traffic Center. 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii.
Your Tampa Bay area forecast, a mix of clouds and sun, a 50% chance for showers and thunderstorms. High 91, partly cloudy tonight, the low 77. Tomorrow, a 40% chance for showers, high 92. For news, weather, and traffic anytime, tune to News Radio 970 WFLA.
This report is brought to you by the Hyundai Shoppers Assurance Program.
Experience the future of car buying today with Hyundai's all-new Shopper Assurance Program. And with flexible test drive, the dealer will bring the Hyundai of your choice right to your door so you can give it a spin in your neighborhood. Hyundai, car buying made simple. Find out more at HyundaiUSA.com/Shopper Assurance.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly.
WHNZ, Wall Street today. Dow is down 113 to 25,220. NASDAQ positive 14. The S&P index off 4 points. Don't forget to pick up the iHeartRadio app through your app store and all your devices or at WHNZ.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by
Facebook,
Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. North American Herb and Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show, and whatever you may be doing. I'm glad you could tune in today. The notion of wellness. I was talking about Dr. Jen Gunter article about the wellness industrial complex and the downstream negative effects of that industrial complex and getting people, misleading people, and not serving the general public very well. But the concept of wellness, okay, now, there are three concepts that get conflated with one another and used as synonyms. They get defined in different ways. The conceptual confusion that surrounds these three concepts is overwhelming. And the three concepts I'm referring to are health, wellness, and well-being. They do not mean the same thing, at least in my opinion. They are interconnected, they are interrelated, however you want to say it, and they can serve a useful purpose in giving people a way to think about their life, their quality of life, what they're trying to accomplish relative to even their career or their whole life. And I can give you my take on them, and it doesn't mean that this is the only way to see it. If you get into this literature, I got a folder here that's filled with at least 30 articles on this topic. And I could probably get another 130 easily. Health and wellness and well-being are all interconnected. And they are among the most important facets of our life. That's how I see it. They are created, all three are created, retained, and regained through our day-to-day choices. And our thoughts, our feelings, our actions are connected to those choices. And the choices we make will affect the nature or the state of our health, our wellness, and our well-being. Make no mistake about it. You have to take personal responsibility as an overarching theme here. Health, let's take that concept. It has been subject to many debates and arguments and definitions or about how it should be defined. And health is not just the absence of disease, right? Now, you can go to the World Health Organization, and they offer a definition of health, and it makes sense. It's useful, the way they talk about it. Here, if you go to the WHO, type in WHO, World Health Organization, type in health, definition of health, and you're going to come to a website, and if you come up with that page with the exact definition, I would ask you to read it and share it with the audience. Health is a process whereby you're trying to achieve well-being. Okay, did you find it?
Yeah.
How does the WHO define health?
Health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely absence of disease or infirmity.
So my memory is pretty good.
Yeah.
Right? Read that again.
Health is the state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity.
Notice the mention of well-being in that definition. And health is the process of achieving well-being. It's not just the absence of disease and curing illness. And I end the show every day saying your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you. And I believe that, every single word of it. Wellness is now it'll start to get very cluttered and confusing. Wellness, at least as I see it, for the sake of simplicity, is a process of trying to achieve balance, harmony among the various dimensions of your life. That is the emotional dimension, your intellectual dimension, social, spiritual, occupational, financial dimension, environmental dimension of your life. You're trying to achieve a balance in those aspects of your life. Homeostasis, balance, equilibrium, whatever way you want to say it. Wellness represents for me a way of living. It's a lifestyle. I find that useful. It's a lifestyle to achieve balance so as to live with quality of life across the various dimensions constituting health and well-being. So wellness to me is made up of all those different dimensions that I cited, and you're trying to achieve balance in those different dimensions in your relationships, in your occupation, your career, whatever. And it is it's a way of living. It is a lifestyle. Well-being is that concept now is an outcome variable. It is a state of being. Well-being it is also multidimensional in many ways, and it can exist on a continuum, your well-being. And it also is the extent to which there is balance and harmony in your life and how you're generally it's how you're feeling, if you will. In simple terms, well-being is how you are feeling about yourself, how you actually feel. Do you feel good? Do you feel sick? Are you someplace in between? And it is about achieving a state of equilibrium and balance that will affect all your life events and your choices. And your choices affect your well-being. So even in health, you're trying to achieve balance. Across all three concepts, the notion of harmony and balance operates or is in play. Health and wellness are ways, generally, pathways to achieve well-being. And we can measure well-being. It's an outcome variable. It's a dependent variable. And we can measure it. And studies often do that. They measure the well-being of people. So health and wellness are the processes by which to achieve well-being. I'll be back.
Almost 52% of men experience erectile dysfunction and benign prostatic hyperplasia. If you've had challenges with virility, sexual health, or low energy, Body Vigor's Alpha Extension may be the answer for you. Body Vigor's Alpha Extension can help revitalize your alpha male and extend your love. Our formula is one of the highest quality nutraceuticals available, formulated to support the processes involved in promoting a healthy male sex drive, energy, and stamina. Alpha Extension has 2 powerful herbal blends, Virilo Max, which focuses on male sexual health, and T-Pump Activator, which helps balance your testosterone levels. Revitalize your alpha male with Body Vigor's Alpha Extension, exclusively available on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including... Here's the LTN health question of the day. Is this following statement true or false? Is this following statement true or false? You should be able to get this because Gary just, well, you'll see. According to the World Health Organization, and their definition of health is health a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Is that true or false? A state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. True or false, according to the WHO? Right answer, $25 supplement gift card.
You can reach us at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK.
Yeah, so health, wellness, and well-being. These concepts are interesting. I use them all the time on the show. And it's important to understand, you know, at least how I'm thinking about them so that you can make sense of what I'm saying. And wellness is health and wellness, I see them as ways by which well-being is achieved. I see them as processes to achieve well-being. Yeah. And if you go to the World Health Organization's website, you can find some important information there about these concepts: wellness, health, well-being. They do a very good job. I know some people have issues with the WHO. Not so much. I think they do pretty good work. I wouldn't mind doing a couple of projects for them any day of the week. Let's go to Tampa, Florida. Chris, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on.
Oh, thank you, Doctor. The answer is true. I see it in the WHO's Constitution.
Yeah, it is.
One of their lofty goals.
Yeah, it is true. For years, early on in the early part of the 20th century and prior, the way how they thought about health, they just thought it as the absence of disease. If you weren't sick, you were healthy. And according to the WHO, they took into consideration physical, mental, and social well-being, and as part of health, and not merely the absence of disease. Not merely. Clearly, if you don't have a disease process in play, you're healthy. That's true, but it's much more than that. So, congratulations. Do you think about? I probably know the answer to this, but do you think about your health and wellness a lot, Chris?
Oh, certainly. Yeah. I take a lot of supplements. Often I'll experiment on myself and observe closely how they affect me. And
have they generally helped you over the years, or do you think you wasted your time or money? What do you think?
Generally, yeah, they have. I take quite a few, and some of there's so many pitfalls in the health supplement industry, just like there is drug pharmaceutical world too. There's synthetic forms or forms that are better than other forms, and so generally they've done me better. But there, have been pitfalls like synthetic vitamin E or coal tar derived supplements, and I think it's important that we realize that health is an individual thing and not a public thing. They promote certain policies for the sake of the public health that can be detrimental to the individual health, like water fluoridation or compulsory vaccinations. I know those are other issues, but they can be detrimental, and where there's a risk, there ought to be a choice. So that's important.
Yeah, I think you need to give people choices. I'm always, given my background in training, I always end up finding myself saying, well, show me the data. Where are the data? I can't, you want to make choices, but it's good to make informed choices. And then not just any information, but quality information. I think it's sort of ironic, Chris, that we live in an information age. We're inundated with a tsunami of information every day. And now we got to make decisions. Now we got too much information to have to sort through it and find out which information can I rely on? What about the messenger? Do I trust the messenger? So many things to consider. Yeah, it's not easy to sort your way through it. I get it. But thank you for listening to the show. Thank you for sharing your views. We appreciate that. And congratulations on winning a $25 gift card.
Great. Thank you very much for all you do.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Listen, it's a mess sometimes, and you got to find your way through it. And you got to try to do that when you're feeling well, when you're in a good state of well-being, because when you're sick and you're trying to figure out what to do, it's not good. Not good. So it's better to get a handle on these things when you're capable of doing that, and you're clear of mind, your cognitive function is at high level, and you can make good choices and discern. And because when you're really sick, you know how that is. Even if you have the flu, you see how hard it is to navigate just through daily life. And sometimes the worst time to make a decision is when you're so deathly ill, because you might be impaired. You might make the wrong decision. That's why I brought this up today, this whole notion of wellness, and that article by Dr. Jen Gunter. I agreed with her in most of what she said. I disagree with her on her take on supplements, but we need people like that. And I brought this up today to raise our consciousness about, being your critical thinking skills, having a critical mind, evaluating, discerning. Go ahead, Gary. You wanted to say something.
I was going to say that, even walking around with a cold, just a cold, how difficult life is.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine people that go through the aches and pains of disease trying to make decisions in their life every day.
Or walking around with a disease that's life-threatening, and you're half out of your wits because you don't know what's going to happen to you. Hard to make good decisions in that state of mind. Surround yourself with people that care about and love you, and do your homework now, because we all will face that moment and that time when we have to deal with something, terrible accident or a terrible disease, and you want to be prepared. That's the concept of preparation that I talk about. There's prevention and preparation. Hope you got something from the show today. I always get something from you, and that is your caring and your love. Your health is your wealth.